Taurus, I've got your career finance reading coming up for January 2025. We're going to look at a Celtic cross with your energy, and then we will run out what the money flow is, what are some possible blockages, and any other indicators that could come out for you during the month of January. Take what fits, throw out the rest. If anything does not resonate, please leave it behind for those it does resonate with. If you need a personal private reading, that can all be booked through my website. Everything is in that link tree in the description box of this video, including how to book mentorships with me. Everything's on that website. The more places you're following me, the more chances you have to catch me live or to catch that other content that I am posting. So be sure to check out those other pages at the bottom there in that link tree. Let's get going. We're going to take a look at Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for January? Got the Eight of Swords flipping out. A little bit stressed out, concerned about things, maybe overthinking about things. What does Taurus need to know? What's that U position? Okay. Okay. So some of you have a new opportunity coming in. There's this opportunity being presented to you and you're really, really, really in your head about it. So you're weighing heavily here. You've got the Hermit card showing that there are many, many positives, but there's also a lot of negatives. There's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of burden on you. There's a lot of, you know, things that will be on your shoulders should you choose to accept this position. But there's also a lot of benefits, right? There's more notoriety. There's more pay. There's, you know, responsibility is also a benefit to some people because it means you can be trusted. It means that people believe in your abilities here, right? So I think there's been an opportunity and a lot of you are just weighing heavily whether or not you are capable of taking on this great challenge. It is both a blessing and a curse. It's both a blessing and a curse, and I feel like a lot of you maybe haven't even started yet. All right, what crosses or complements Taurus? What crosses or complements Taurus? Okay. So you're being very practical. While yes, this would be a dream come true to have this kind of status and to be able to take on this kind of responsibility, but with great powers comes great responsibility, right? I believe that's what Peter Parker said. So you realize that it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows, right? There's going to be about maybe a tenth of you feeling the time to really enjoy the pride of what you're doing. The rest of the time, your nose is going to be to the grindstone and you're going to be trying like hell to keep up, to maintain, to show results, to produce more, to consistently keep at it. I feel like a lot of you are really aware of the workload you're about to take on. It just means that there's going to be a lot of disappointed people about having time with you. There could be, you know, you having a lot of sleepless nights and it ultimately, you know, feeling more of a curse than a blessing, even though it is both a blessing and a curse. It could be leaning more towards the negative, right? You're a realist. You're a very practical person. It's not like you're going to just, you know, run through that honeymoon phase and hope it sticks. You know, you're like, yeah, everything's good in the beginning, but then that's only temporary. Okay. What's the best that can be achieved for Taurus? What's the best that can be achieved? Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is the card of making a pros and cons list between me and my guides as that orb flies by. It's about making a pros and cons list. So you want to be really aware of what the pros are and are they actually pros? And then what the negatives are, and are they actually negative, or are you just maybe foreseeing this as being something negative, right? You could be possibly evoking some of that. Some of you may be, you know, just thinking the worst when you may have no idea. It may not even be like that. You may have plenty of people that could support your ideas and be able to sustain your workload and to be able to help you carry this out, right? If you're going to step into a managerial position and you're worried about the staff, maybe they're already, you know, a well-oiled machine, and this is just something where you come in and see room for improvement and keep it going. It could be that simple. A lot of you are overthinking it. I think a lot of you are overthinking it here. With that Four of Cups, this is about you feeling disappointed before you've even had the opportunity to really settle in and let your position take hold. Others of you have already taken this on. Others of you have already taken on the position, the higher up position. Maybe this is a position you maybe thought you had no chance at, and now you're in it. Some of you maybe, you know, shot for something bigger than what you're really capable of doing. You're like, let me just see, and now you got it, and you're like, oh crap, what do I do? That's that energy of aiming higher, just to see, to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, and then now you have to actually follow through with that. Here comes the Eight of Pentacles, raising your standards, increasing your level of what you know, pushing your commitment levels to new heights, really dedicated and committing yourself to learning new things and really getting very organized, focused, and driven. Some of you are just like, man, this is just going to be so much work, and you're already thinking of it negatively, and anything you're thinking and feeling is affecting your quantum field. So if you come at this negative, it will be negative. Okay, just so you're aware. What's the foundation? Yeah. What's the foundation? Tower. If you come at this negative, it will be negative. Sometimes this is about you coming in and just realizing that you've taken on a lot. And this is a shit show. And you're going to have to restructure this from the ground up. And that's okay sometimes. Sometimes that's why they've called you into the position, right? Can you take a swing at this? Can you help us? Do you have what it takes to be able to help us figure this out? You know, nothing's worked so far. What do you think? You may be like, let's do a complete and total teardown. Let's let it burn to the ground and start over from scratch. Let's do a complete and total overhaul of everything here. Okay, what's that past energy? Ten of Swords. Wow. And what is the future outcome? What's the near future look like? Full card. This looks so familiar to Aries reading. So familiar. Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, Four of Swords. We've got this energy here about you really having to take a few steps forward, a few steps back, I mean, this is going to be a dance. This is going to be a dance and a waltz of you figuring it out. Basically, I feel like you're just kind of winging it here. There's this need for you to not really take anything that's been done so far. I feel like there's been this complete tear down. I just keep feeling that, like, everything that was already done needs to not be done ever again. You see a lot of success in the ability to be able to figure out who goes where and taking this opportunity to plant your seeds accordingly here with that Three of Wands, about moving with confidence because of your focus here on that long-term investment of the work that it's going to take, no matter how disappointing, to get back on solid ground. okay, to get back on solid ground, and the opportunity for y'all all to feel more at ease with whatever comes in the future, for whatever's coming up. That's ultimately the goal whenever we take on these leadership positions. I don't know if you've ever had a managerial position or a leadership role or started a business. I don't know. But it's about you assessing, reassessing, and then executing a brand new plan. A brand new plan. Where have we seen growth? Where can we build from? Where do we go from here? Some of you are just letting the whole thing tear all the way down. Let's see. Let's get clarifying. Can I get a little more clarification here, please? Okay. Star card. Huh. Hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. Star card and the Five of Wands. And the Page of Swords. Let's see. Tell me about the U position. U. Yep. The Tower. I think you're just being very realistic about what's coming up. You know what you're stepping into. You're not, you know, trying to pretend it's anything other than what it is, because it's only delaying time, right? You're not trying to waste time and hose anything over or pretend like everything's great. You're just like, I see a lot of problems, not many solutions. I feel like we should just start from scratch. Let's just revamp everything here. Okay. Some of you are feeling like everything's kind of falling apart all around you. And your only recourse, right, is to kind of stay as optimistic as you possibly can and try to take opportunities of downtime and inactivity to better yourself, to improve yourself, to do that work, to invest in your viability, so that you are somebody worth obtaining and having. Okay. All right. So tell me what this King of Swords, please. King of Swords, please. Or King of Swords, yes. Those wands kept coming out. That's what I was thinking of. King of Swords, King of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Oh boy. Trying to be balanced, but you're just, you know, it's knowing when to get in there and say what needs to be said about what needs to be said, and when to just kind of give up and let go of it and move on from it. And this is your decision. This is your decision over all other things. And it is not about you being completely heartless, right? You're just making this very clear decision with your emotions in check. Your emotions are completely in check. You're not completely unemotional, but you're just not really playing. You're not playing around. I have a feeling like you're not trying to waste a whole lot of time here. But there's a way in which you're doing this that you're stepping into the role beautifully. It's not as if you're coming across like a tyrant or a jerk. You're just not messing around. I feel like you're not messing around. I feel like there's this need for you to get to work immediately. We've got the Six of Cups and the Two of Wands. So whatever's been done in the past has nothing but room for improvement, right? It's like there's nowhere to go but up, basically. So you're standing in a pretty good position. So it's not like you have to come in and be rude or tyrannical. You can just say, obviously, none of this has worked. So I see great benefit in utilizing a completely different plan, Completely different plan. And whether or not you're, you know, implementing others to do this, or you're, you know, executing this role all on your own. But this Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, yes. This is about you trying to figure out, like, what's worth keeping and what isn't. When the Ace of Swords is sideways, this is going to warn you to only be honest about things. Like, we don't want to, this is not the time to try to, this is not the time to try to paint over bad decisions and poor planning with anything other than shining a bright light on exactly what it is, because it's a learning opportunity. We don't want to miss learning opportunities by pretending like it isn't something of a big deal or there isn't room to improve. Like, we want to look at as many opportunities as possible as honestly as we can, so that we can take advantage of this opportunity to see who's going to be able to bounce back from that, who's going to be able to take criticism, constructive criticism well, and who isn't. Okay, this is going to help you. This is going to help you understand people quicker also if you've stepped into a new role. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Four of... Look at this. This is interesting. So the Four of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles is complemented by the Five of Cups and the Chariot. This is like, okay, yes, I know. Feelings are hurt. Yes, I get it. This is disappointing. Yes, I get it. This is upsetting. But there's a brief moment to kind of grieve what didn't work and not stay there, to overcome it and to utilize what you've learned by taking pieces of your past experiences to help you push through your current situation so that you can move forward. It's not about staying there and living in that moment over and over again and recreating it over and over again. We want to utilize past experiences to help us push forward. Tower card. Tell me about this Tower card, please. Thank you. Ten of Wands. Even if this thing has to go all the way to the ground, you're good with it. You're willing to let that be. The King of Wands out here. If it needs to be, it will be. Whatever it is that needs to happen, you're willing to take it on. The past issues too. Look, I get it. It's an you know, you're almost like I'm just sorry I didn't get here sooner. You know what I mean? That's even taking on responsibilities that aren't even yours. I'm just sorry I didn't get here sooner. I could have been here much sooner. And people are like, well, all right, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. And you understand what it is to let the whole thing completely fall apart so that you can rebuild it better. You understand what that is and the importance of starting fresh. The importance of taking what you know and helping you to rebuild something more solid, because you know what doesn't work. You know what didn't suit the company, suit the plan, suit the income, suit the growth, right? And going ahead and removing all of that right away, full stop. And then starting to focus on what does work and taking that initiative to start to try to rebuild what you can with what you had, as minimal as it may be. As minimal as it may be, it's important to do so. Okay, tell me about the Ten of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, just kind of sideways. Tell me about the Fool card. think there is a lot of helping hands in making sure that this didn't stand a chance. So it's not like you have any one person or any specific thing that you can focus on. It's a matter of it just being this group effort. This was about time. This is about not knowing enough. This was about, you know, improper structure, improper placements of improper people. I mean, it's just, there's many, many, many things here. Many things that contributed to the downfall. Tell me about the Fool. Justice. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. Now the work begins. Now the work begins. We've got the 8 of Cups, Page of Wands, Hierophant, Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords. So this is a continuation of that effort through hard work and patience to rebuild everything, following your heart, no matter what. Some people will just be like, look, you don't have to tear everything down. We can, you know, there's going to be people whose pride is going to be locked up in the previous decisions that are going to potentially block you from, you know, having a complete and total restructuring moment. But sometimes if that's what needs to happen, then that's just what needs to happen. Okay, so others of you here are looking forward to this opportunity to start something big, something major. I believe you've taken this on. This is something that, you know, maybe you are a little bit worried about, kind of stabbing yourself in the back here, thinking that you could take on more responsibilities here. The foundation of this is your, you know, when you go into a position that's over your head, you kind of have to run the risk of the gamut of, if you do get chosen, then what are you going to do, right? So this is you pretty much having to fake it till you make it, faking it till you make it. And it does feel chaotic. This feels like you're just like, what the hell did I sign myself up for? What have I gotten myself into? I feel like in the future, because of your blind faith, things do tend to level out, but this is just a matter of you kind of, you know, sticking in there, hanging in there and doing your level best. I feel like a lot of you are having to kind of take your emotions out of this and just buckle down and do that hard work. I mean, you're in it now and there's nowhere else to go. Time to start getting enthusiastic and focused like you've never been focused before in your life. This is driving your new passions, actually following your heart to something being the best decision of your life by taking advantage of this opportunity. And, you know, the heavens above also said, you know what, we think you're ready too. We think you're ready too. So they put that bright idea in your head in the first place. So that happened for some of you. Yeah, what if you do get it? Then what? Okay. These are interesting readings. Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look and see some of the money flow. What are some flow focuses? Money moves. What are the money moves Taurus needs to pay attention to right now? What are the money moves Taurus needs to pay attention to right now? Locked, home base, and adventure. Somebody is changing their environment up a little bit, yeah. So you're moving outside of your comfort zone. You may have been locked into a certain position level, and you're feeling adventurous, taking on bold new challenges. Feeling called to do something bigger, leaving your comfort zone here, moving in a completely new direction for a lot of you. Changing up your environment. Wow. Spirit is not mad at this. I mean, they're picking up on this pretty big here. The level of commitment that you have taken on. Really pushing yourself to do bigger than you've ever done before. You've got people skills coming out. You probably had the exact right people skills and bright ideas in the interview that landed you this position. You maybe said the exact right thing to get you pulled in to say, you know what, we feel like you can absolutely help us. And now coming in, you're realizing that this is going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of your focus. We've got treasure, looking, movement, flexibility. So, yeah, luck is on your luck is on your side for seeking and you will find. So making good progress, being flexible in your methods, right? So I feel like some of you shot your shot. Some of you shot your shot with this treasure card coming out, and you've got this major position with major responsibilities and major goals, major tasks coming on, and you are really questioning your abilities. But I have a feeling here that you were chosen for this for a reason. If you've gotten pulled into this position, it's with good reason. Now you have to pretty much step up to the plate and become what you said. A lot of you are exactly where you need to be, and a lot of you do know that you're the right person for the job. Sometimes we go into a position thinking it's going to be, you know, oh, we're going to have, you know, X, Y, and Z to do, and then you come in and you find out that it's the entire alphabet that needs to be done. It's the whole thing. You're not coming in full stride. You're coming in from ground zero sometimes, and it's a lot more overwhelming. Sometimes we feel like, you know, oh my God, I got duped. I got so duped into this, and, you know, people get hired for reasons. You know what I mean? We have to maintain that. It's for help. It's for assistance. It's for your abilities. People see value in that and are needing it. Okay. So we've got the easy way out is possibly one of your blockages in the long run. The easy route is harder. The easy route is harder and makes it more difficult. So make a sacrifice. Not everything needs to be hard, but it shouldn't all be easy either. Accept the challenge and show the world that you will not be stopped. Yeah. Sometimes you may have just kept yourself inside your comfort zone, and this new challenge is making you feel pretty out of your elements. I feel like you are kind of stuck in your old ways of thinking, maybe your old abilities, your old what is it, the goals you set already, right? You've already achieved everything, you've already done everything, and now you've messed around and shot your shot for something bigger, and they're calling you up for it. Okay, we've got outdated ways, could be a block for some of you. Traditional thinking or old ways of doing business is no longer working. Modernize yourself. It's vital to keep in tune with the more modern era to stay ahead of the curve, or else you risk being left behind as everything continues to change. Reevaluate your goals. Yeah, so some of you are stuck in your old traditional ways. I get this a lot as being in my upper 40s myself. It's very difficult to kind of stop doing what you've always done and adapt to the way things are. It's new, it's weird, it's funky, it's it requires effort, right? But it's about being adaptable and growing with the world versus waiting for it to remember where you were. You have to grow with it. Okay. Reevaluate your goals here. Vital to keep in tune with the modern era. It's vital. Yeah, I've seen this too, risking being left behind. Everything continues to change. I've seen this where people will cling and clench to their old ways because they're comfortable in it. They've mastered it, right? I've mastered this. Why would I give this up? Well, because times have changed. And because you are a master of the old doesn't make you a master of the new. It makes the new something different that you are refusing to acknowledge and accept and move into. And it creates this block for you to where you have completely removed yourself from possibilities by clinging to the way things were. I've seen it happen. Okay. Anything else? Okay, we've got bad investments coming out here. So not investing in the right things, people, or bad money management. So you need to invest wisely. Your energy, your time, your money. These are limited and valuable resources. How you choose to invest, it will have profound effects in your life, both personally and professionally. Okay. And then we have fear of losing control, inauthenticity, lack of knowledge, all possible blocks for you. So trying to control the outcome in all aspects of your life, loosen the grip. Lose the grip on situations and start to let them unfold naturally so you can see better opportunities than the ones you are focusing on. Okay, we have to be very flexible and we have to bend with our world. We have to be very very adaptable. You have to be willing to compromise, to change, to be versatile. Okay. Inauthenticity. Ignoring who you truly, authentically are is hurting you. Live authentically. Follow your desires and align your life with your truest self, and it will lead to long-term satisfaction in comparison to pursuing a life that does not align with yourself. Okay, so this is about really going with what your heart and soul feels drawn to do so that you can get behind it 100% every day, all day, so that you don't lose that luster, so you don't feel like it's this thing that's going to drain you, right? We have to feel compelled to give our heart and soul to what we're investing in. All right, lack of knowledge. Still in the learning process and needing more knowledge to advance. Take the time to learn. When you expand your knowledge, you have the power to achieve many things. Find an area of your life where you lack knowledge or identify a skill you'd like to improve to begin your learning journey. And again, that's about improving your knowledge and your wisdom. It's about letting go of the idea that you already know everything you need to know. Improving what you already know. Adjusting with how it has changed with modern times. Educating yourself, moving outside of things, knowing that you've already mastered something and moving into something else and learning something else to master. Giving yourself that advantage, giving yourself the wisdom and the advantage of infinite knowledge. No one can take it from you. So, all right, kids, I feel like that was your reading for the month of January. I hope this helped, resonated. Be gentle on me. These are brand new. I am feeling called and compelled to do the money readings in between the love readings. So we'll go love, money, love, money, love, money. In between that, I will have all the other readings. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following me. All those subscription buttons, notification bells, press them right now. Like button. It costs nothing to show your support, and I appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning in and maintaining that support consistently on all my channels as well. This is your opportunity to catch me live or the other content I'm posting. If you need a personal private reading, that can be booked through my website. I'm also now offering mentorships. And until next time, I'm wishing you all the love, light, and abundance you can possibly stand. Y'all take care. See you soon. Bye.